my channel. My name is Maritza, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the new iPhone 11. I don't want to say it's brand new right now, but it's been out roughly about 1 month. So I do have that phone actually, and I'm going to be showing you guys and sharing with you guys what I think are some pros and some cons to having this phone. I'm also going to be showing you guys a couple little things in my phone that I have personally been loving. A few apps, and actually this video is sponsored by PicsArt, so thank you very much PicsArt for sponsoring today's video. So I'm also going to be sharing with you guys a little bit of how I use PicsArt to edit photos, and basically showing you guys some cool editing features on PicsArt, so you guys can use that as well to edit your photos or your even like thumbnails for YouTube if you are a YouTuber like myself. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, let me show you guys my phone. Okay, so this is the phone that I have. I do have the purple one, as you guys can tell. And right off the bat, I really have been liking the camera on the phone. I feel that the pictures are a lot clear, and you can really see the detail in the photos, and that is probably because obviously it does have 2 cameras as opposed to the XR, which is the last phone that was before this one. It only had 1 camera. So it does now have a front camera with 12 megapixels and as well as a wide angle for selfies. So let me show you guys what I mean. You see how there is like a little bit of a wider angle right there? Okay, so yeah, so it does have that wider angle for selfies. That's the front camera, so that's the the selfie mode. If you turn it around, you can actually use the portrait mode on things other than your face as well. If you see right there, well, now it's telling me to move farther away, but basically you can use the portrait mode, there we go, on things that are also not faces. So before it was only allowing you to do it with faces, and now it's actually allowing you to do it with objects and pets and toys and things like that. So basically objects other than faces. So that's a really cool and unique feature that the XR did not have. So another benefit or pro to the phone is that the price is actually really good. This one is $300 less than the 11 Pro, and it's even $50 less than the XR when it first came out. So the price does start at $699, and obviously that does depend on the gigabytes that the phone that you get. So it does have 64, 128, and 256 gigabytes. It does have those 3 options for you to choose from. Obviously the price varies from there. So the display is pretty big. It does have 6.1 inches of display here for you to watch videos and Netflix or whatever you use your phone for, but the display is really big. Another thing that is really cool about the phone is the battery life is actually 1 hour longer than the XR, so that is an improvement. The one thing though that is like a little bit of a con is that it doesn't come with the fast charger. I'm not sure, they're like 18 is it like megavolts or something like that that the other ones come included with. This one does not have that fast charging charger, but since it is $50 cheaper than the XR when that originally came out, then you can obviously use those $50 toward a charger if you'd want like a fast charging charger. But that is kind of like a con, I guess. One other thing is a little bit of a con, I want to say, is that you can put this in water for 30 minutes but only as far as 2 meters, as opposed to the 11 Pro. You can actually put that in water for 30 minutes, as low as 4 meters, and it'd still be fine. So the 11 Pro can actually go in twice as far basically, as opposed to the 11, the regular 11. Another thing I would say is a pro is that it does have actually more colors than the 11 Pro. I hope I'm not confusing you guys, but another good thing about the phone is that it does have more colors to choose from as opposed to the 11 Pro. So the 11 Pro does come with midnight green, gold, silver, and space black. And then actually the 11, you can choose from black, green, yellow, purple, red, and white. So that's 6 different options as opposed to the 11 Pro, only 4 options. Obviously, it's not a con, but this phone here, the 11, only has 2 cameras. The 11 Pro has 3. So, I mean, I don't have the 11 Pro, but from what I've read, the pictures are very similar because it does have the 12 megapixels. It is like a really detailed photo that you can take. Those are pretty much the main things that I noticed that I see a difference in. I still use my phone a lot. So before this phone, I actually had the X or the 10, and my phone used to die maybe around like 2 p.m. and I'd either have to put it on the charger or like carry like a Mophie case with me. But now, like right now, it's getting close to dying. It's at 5%, but it's already 5:15 p.m. So honestly, it has lasted me like 3 hours more than the original time that it would be dying at. So there's proof right there that it does last longer. So I am just gonna share with you guys a few of my favorite apps. Let me go ahead and start my screen record real quick so you guys can see. I do have like a bunch of apps. I have them somewhat sorted out, but don't judge me. I'm gonna go ahead and open this one here, and this is all like my editing apps. I do mostly use all of these for YouTube. As you guys can see, I have YouTube Studio, I have Camera Connect. That's to connect my camera to my phone, send photos if I need to at all. That's if I need to like edit on my phone. I do have Fonto. This app I use to make my thumbnails. I also use Canva for that sometimes. And then PhotoGrid, I use this actually for Instagram. This is not really for YouTube. I do use the Eraser app to like erase, to turn images into like a PNG file. You can also use actually PicsArt for that, and I believe PicMonkey. Not 100% sure if you can do it with PicMonkey. I do use Documents to get music to put like in videos, and that's if I'm editing from my phone. I just honestly haven't deleted that app because it sometimes will come in useful. And then if you swipe over, I do have PicsArt here, and this app called Censor, or like Censored. This is to like blur out images. So I'm gonna go into PicsArt real quick. And then this is how it looks when you first open it. Basically there's like a lot of work, I guess, that people have done, and then you can actually just see it. So this is pretty cool because I don't know honestly of any apps that do this, to be honest. But there's like a lot of cool artwork basically here that you can actually look at and get even inspiration from for your own work. So if you go here at the bottom, there's basically like 5 buttons. The first one is the home button. That's like what will pop up when you first open the app. The next one is like the discover page, basically kind of like on Instagram how they have like that explorer page. There's like the plus sign there. There is challenges, so you can actually do challenges on here. You can challenge yourself, you can do I don't know, you can do like all kinds of artwork basically with these challenges. And then you actually have like a little profile. So I'm gonna go ahead and like edit a little bit on a photo just so you guys can kind of see like how I personally use it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick this one here with me and my son. As you can see, I do have like the lighting of my face isn't as bright as I would want it to be. I always click beautify here, and then so it will do it for you automatically. You can like tone it down a little bit or up really high, however you want it. Normally I like how it does it. If I don't, like if I feel like it's too smooth, then you can always erase something. Once you do like that, you can click the little plus sign. There's all kinds of things here, honestly. So like blemish fix. If you keep scrolling, you can actually do the teeth whitening one too. I like that one. And obviously, obviously if it goes too far like this, you can always erase. And then however high you put this actually is how white it will be. So that's obviously your choice. I don't like to put it too high so that it's not too obvious that I have like super white teeth, you see? But it makes a big difference. So once you are happy with that, you just click yes or like the check mark. If you had red eyes or whatever you wanted to change here, you can actually even change the detail. So it does tell you here like brush over your eyes or like whatever you want to add detail to. I personally feel like this feature is a little too strong in this specific picture, but sometimes it's okay to play with that. So once you're okay with that, just click the check mark. Whenever you want to apply whatever you want, you just click apply. So I just did that. You can also cut out things. So like, let's say I want to make this I mean, I'm not cutting all nicely, but let's say I wanted to make my whole self like a PNG file. Kind of like this. I'm like, I honestly cut it out really bad, so you could refine it though. Let's see, hold on. Let's see where else, right here. Let's save it. But you see how you can make it like a PNG file? So there's that feature. I'm obviously not gonna use that. I like to edit my photos on here for Instagram specifically because you can make them like a lot brighter. I like to use the brushes right here. And then I like to use the first one that's like, because if you use like the dotted one or like the hearts, it'll give you like shapes and whatever. Obviously I don't want that. So I like to use the solid line, and I like to use white and then cut around or like trace around my whole body. And you can do this for like thumbnails too. Obviously, you know, you have to really go slow with this. I'm trying to show you guys just how to quickly do it. But this will give you kind of like a pop effect to your thumbnails. I really like adding this because let's say like for me, I obviously do like a lot of Starbucks videos and there's like a new drink or something. I can do it around the drink and it'll really pop. And I feel like you're more likely to get clicks on that because people are like wondering what that is. Around the ears and stuff, around the whole face, you obviously have to go really slowly. I'm just kind of giving you guys an example. Whoops. And then you can always make this smaller too. So let's say that was your edit, you know, it does pop. Obviously, if you really, really go slow and take your time with it, it'll look a lot nicer, but I'm just gonna undo that real quick. So I really like to use this app as well for if I wanna do like a thumbnail and add like a text to it. So, I mean, let's just say this was my thumbnail and I wanted to do like free something. Okay, well, I'll just add it. Then you can actually change the size with the little arrow on the right side, move it around. You can flip it around. Let's say I was doing like free drinks or something. I wanted like to catch people's eyes, so you can change the color. You can change how clear you want that to be, like how, what's the word? The opacity of it. Oh, I don't know how you say it. And then you can also put like shadows. But yeah, basically there's a lot of things that you can actually do with this app, and you just apply it. And I don't like to do like too much crazy editing to my photos because then I feel like they'll look a little bit fake. But you can do so much with this app. So it is actually free too. So it's not only that it's free, that's a really good thing, but there's so much in here, like turning images into a PNG. Like I wouldn't even need that eraser app. Let's say like to add text, I wouldn't even need Fonto because that's usually what I use that for. And then another really cool thing is that whenever you save it, you can actually use PicsArt as storage. So you can actually save your photos on there only and not necessarily like on your photos. So basically PicsArt also works as storage. So yeah, guys, I love PicsArt. Definitely use PicsArt if you guys are, you know, like to edit on your phone or anything like that. It really does come in handy. Okay, so I wanted to quickly show you guys another a few other apps that I've been using lately. Okay, so a few apps that I have been loving lately are the Holy Bible app. This one is really cool as well. This is like the typical Bible, but it also does give you like up here all the books. Let's say I just want to find, I don't know, like let's say Romans 7:14 or something. So you can actually click on the verse, highlight it. There's highlighters are like at the bottom here. You can bookmark it. You can make photos from it if you scroll down. And then you can even change like the language and stuff. You can change it to like Spanish, English, whatever you speak. So I've really been enjoying this app, and it actually reads to you as well. So like here at the bottom,
do you not know, brothers?
It'll read to you. So, oops, I didn't mean to stop that. I've been loving that app. Another app that I really, really like is the Study Bible right next to it. And this one, there's just commentary. This one specifically is by John MacArthur. But let's say like Psalm 126. If you click on a verse, it'll actually give you commentary on that verse. So It is only $5.99 for this app. I'm not trying to sell you guys the app or anything, I just really like it. And lately I've been using it a lot. But as opposed to like a real study Bible that you can actually use, you know, physically, those go for like $70 maybe. This is really cheap. I've also been loving the Grace to You app. So there are like sermons here at the bottom. It's the second little column there. If you go up to the top, you can do it either by scripture. So find, let's say now I want to hear the preaching for like 1 Corinthians 2, and it'll give you like the verses there. So like 6 through 16. Let's say like the Romans 7, 14 through 25, whatever you want, and then you can actually listen to the preaching on that topic. So I love this app. You can also go by topic on the right here. I keep trying to show you guys, but I didn't forget I'm screen recording. And just scroll through all the topics. There's so many topics that you guys can actually pick from. Those are like my go-to apps, honestly. And then obviously I have like Instagram, Snapchat. I'm gonna show you guys a few cool things like on Instagram that I feel like a lot of people don't know that you can actually do. So I'm not 100% sure if this is only with the 11, or I'm pretty sure you can do it with any phone, but okay, I'm like talking now, you can see. And then there's this little button on the right here. It's like little dots. You click it, and actually you can focus this like really high or really low. And you see how like the background now is all blurred? So you can actually record videos like this. Okay, as we're speaking, I actually just found out that you can do the same thing on your video, like on your actual camera. So, excuse me. So you can actually defocus the background now. Look at that. So my hand's focused. Now the back is focused. You see that? The hand's focused. So yeah, you can actually do it with your phone as well. And this is the 11, like I said. I also wanted to show you guys real quick. Let's say I want to upload a photo, and then, so let's say I take a photo on my camera. It's already in my phone, but I wanted to upload it to like my story on Instagram. So you'll just click that little square at the bottom. So you'll just find the photo that you want. Usually it comes up with the date too. And then the photo looks like this. Forget, again, I'm screen recording. You can actually make it smaller or bigger. I like to make mine smaller. I just feel like I love how it looks. And then if you go to the little like writing thing icon, I guess, you can make this bigger. And I like to use the second one. It's like a marker effect, and then put like little tape almost. So people have asked me how to do that. And then you can put it like on the sides. I've seen a lot of people do this actually. You can also just go to the first one, which is like a pen, I guess. Make it really, really small and just make like the lines like that. I don't know. There's just cool things, I guess, that you can do on here that I guess not everybody knows. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much all the pros and cons that I can think of, especially like just right off the bat. If you guys are considering getting the 11 or the 11 Pro, I do personally recommend the 11. It is $300 cheaper. As far as the pros and cons, honestly, I see a lot of pros with the 11 as opposed to with the 11 Pro. I don't see like a lot of things that are necessarily better than the 11. I mean, other than like the water and that it comes with like a faster charger, there's not too much. It actually even comes with less colors to choose from. So dude, I do recommend the 11. So yeah, guys, that is it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys have any other video recommendations for me, don't forget to leave those down in the comments below. That is it for today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!